Hello everybody, Rusted Ground here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So, we're kind of done in the Tower of Magi, right?
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us. Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
Look at this now. They're talking
the
here.
has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
Right. Okay, so all this thing needs to be cleaned here. All the bodies need to be cleaned, and you, my friend. Okay, we're just lying there like that. Right, okie dokie. Anything in here though? Let me have a look. Let me have a look here. Nope, I cannot go down in here. Right, okay. You guys.
I think we will be alright now, thanks to you. The children are already a lot calmer.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I dread to think of what might have become of us if you hadn't come along.
Right.
Oh, come, swift sword, and deliver me that I might find the Maker again.
Right, okay. And can this be open now? Leliana? Yes, it can. Charm of Still Waters. Amulet with the willpower. Okay, that's good to have. Right, okay, so I guess we should be leaving now. We'll most likely go to camp. Unless anything, happens when we get out of this place. We should go to camp, and then from there we'll see what else needs to be
as you say.
Done. Here we go. Alright, so first things first, let's go to the party camp. Why is lothering like this? Okay. Right. Redcliffe Village, Soldier's Pass, Denarium, Ferelden's largest city. I think someone was saying in the comments that I should go to Denarium as well. But we'll see. Let's go to camp first.
The Blight. How will you end it?
Whoa. Jesus, okay. Why do you ask?
You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
And you doubt I'm really a warden?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Right. Oh, I'm not here to impress you. Yeah, I'm not really here to impress you, my friend.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
Dude. Sten approves, though. That's interesting. Okay, Sten is a tough guy, man. Tough guy. Okay. So we are level 9. Right, okay. We're level 9. Okay, let's have a chat with everybody else and see. So, Alistair.
What do you need?
Well, maybe we can talk a little bit. Have I asked these questions? Let me see this.
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. Okay. I just want to talk to them to get an idea of what kind of gifts to give them. So Alistair likes he's a sucker for good tailoring. So, okay. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen you wearing it. Not this again. Can't you answer a simple... I thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly. That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
Okay. So this is where you deflect questions with humor, right?
I'd use my shield if I could, but I think you might actually spot me hiding behind it. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Actually, if I wouldn't have wanted to, I wouldn't have asked. So, I actually really do want to know.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair.
Shit.
All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Archdemon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
Man, we're gonna get some disapproval out of him because we were poking him, right? So, okay. Okay. What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
My home was taken over by Arl Howe.
Right. Stupid of me to ask. I'm sorry.
I didn't say it was stupid of you to ask.
Like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
Yeah, well, they can always be rebuilt.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Okay. Jesus, only 1 point of approval. Okay. What's going on, boy?
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound Warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Well, that's what I heard anyway.
It would sometimes be human flesh.
Alistair, stop messing with the dog.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something.
Someone.
I'd never feed you another. Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Yeah, exactly, I said it. Messing with the dog.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Oh yeah, I think nobody wants to find that in their unmentionables. Oh my god, okay. The first one is... oh my god. Really now? Can't be stinkier than what normally goes into them? Jesus. I think he thinks you need more meat on your bones. Oh man, none of these answers are... I'm gonna go with it's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Yes, master. It was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did.
Oh, Morrigan.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Oh, look at that. You made him sad. You happy now? Think you hurt his feelings, exactly.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Oh, snap. Right, okay. Again, Alistair approves. What? Okay, I think that's the old one. Right. All right. Okay. Leliana,
Yes?
I think you should know. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Okay, what would someone like you be doing in Lord of the Rings Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You just don't seem to belong in a cloister. You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself. Damn, okay. Sanctimonious, preachy, like all the Chantry zealots. They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister?
But I don't know.
The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Okay, there's something there. Definitely. There's definitely something there. We have a codex update as well. Leliana, she joined Alistair and... okay, there's more to Leliana than had even been apparent in Lord of the Ring, however. She spent much of her life as a bard in Orlais. A minstrel, assassin and spy employed by the nobles of Val Royeaux in their elaborate games of intrigue. Right, okay.
Yes?
Like to talk?
Well, here I am.
So, you were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Okay. There was another story I want... Okay, do you know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
That sounds very interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Uh-oh. This sounds... okay. Continue, please.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Okay, go on.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
No shit. Wow, that's... Jesus.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Wow, that was nice. Do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Okay. Maybe. Wow, okay, wait a second. Flemeth, Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth. Yeah, let's not do that. Yes, I have heard of Flemeth. I mean, I don't know how this would impact, like my answer here would impact the team dynamic, so to say. You know what I mean? So... yes, I have heard of Flemeth.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Wow, that's an interesting story there. Maybe we can talk about that with Morrigan, although maybe she won't want to talk about that. But there was another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
Oh. Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own. The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
Nice. What about Andraste? What do you know about Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
And how did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hyserian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathos, the capital of Tevinter.
Why did the Maker not save her with his power?
I have thought on this too. Did he withdraw his sight from her at that moment? Where were all the powers he bestowed upon her? This question has come to me many times, and I have no answer. Perhaps there was no way for Andraste to return to the Maker but through her death. We will never know for sure.
Okay. Wow, right. We have another Codex update, really? No, we don't. No, that's the old one. Right. I really like Leliana's stories, so maybe... Jesus, okay. Let me have a look here for a second. Do we have gifts or something like that? This is plot. What? Plot related. Meteor metal ore. Nice, alright. Okay, the frickin' gifts now. The Rose of Orlais. The Rose of Orlais appears to be the book about a woman named Lady Talia Lyon and her tempestuous romance with the arrogant Chevalier Garin. Okay. Water-stained portrait. White runestone. Chantry amulet. This amulet is similar to the ones worn by the members of the Chantry. The carving on the amulet depicts Andraste's undying flame. Excuse me. I'm just thinking now. I'm thinking that the Rose of Orlais and the Chantry amulet are gifts that would be good for Leliana. I'm just saying. What else do we have here? Do we have any other gifts? I thought we had more gifts than this. Beef bone, well, we know what this is for. We have this wine, a flask of red wine, so we need to find who the drunk in the party is. Water-stained portrait, an antique portrait slightly water-stained of a man wearing furs and a heavy crown. Okay. White rune stone, a small flat white stone with a gold rune carved into it. Okay. A small carved statuette of a robed woman. The Rose of Orlais, the silver chain. This short necklace is made of several strands of silver chain. Sun Blonde Vint 1. Tevinter brewed for a very discreet clientele and strong enough to fluster a tranquil. An almost weightless spirit best served with a powdering of castbane as a flavor enchanter and antidote. Okay, so another one for the drunk in our party. Golden Scythe 490 black. This battlefield spirit maintains a chill even in direct sunlight, with it which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged but likely inevitable. Damn. Black grimoire. Oh, look at that! Morrigan would... A heavy grimoire bound in black leather. Morrigan would want to take a look at this. Okay. A small bar of gold. Whoa, wait a second. So, am I gonna get like hints? Like, once I talk to everybody, will this text update and say whoever would like this? Okay, let me just talk to... Here we go. Who's this guy? Emissary Pether. Okay, this guy is new, I think. Wynne. So let me just save here. And...
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Staring us slow down a little, are we? No. Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Okay. No, you're a person. There's still some life in those old bones, I bet. Oh my god. It's a little hard to miss. You're very springly for... I'm not gonna say that. No, you're a person.
Very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, come on. What the... Really? Okay.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
No, the ones in the tower were the first I've ever seen. Why do you ask? Why do you ask?
You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
Well, honestly... Yeah, I did. Some, but I knew I could not falter.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling. Yes, you are too easily perturbed then. You're a great mage. You would never become an abomination. I'm gonna go with this one. You're a great mage. You would never become an abomination.
Every mage is vulnerable, no matter how accomplished or powerful. That is the first thing we learn. And overconfidence can lead to recklessness.
Okay, I was just trying to compliment you, honestly.
All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
Do you have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination. We cannot let them be simply because they might get better. Why do you care so much about... No. If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Right. Any more?
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
I don't know how, like, how much I should speak to them in these breaks that we're having. I'm just gonna stop after this, this one with Wynne. Well, Arl Howe massacred my family and Duncan helped me escape. I'm gonna tell her the truth.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
Well, I am the son of Bryce Cousland, Turn of Highever.
You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord.
You don't have to call me my lord. I'm like, you know, yeah, don't. I'm just a Grey Warden now.
Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from.
I didn't say that.
Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
Well, I don't know. I'd give it up if it meant I could see my family again. I just wish my house did not have to fall. I will do my duty, but I won't forget what Howe did. I just hope that I can show the strength Duncan saw in me. I'm happy as long as I get to test my steel in battle. Honestly, I give it up if it meant I could see my family again.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Perhaps. But, yeah. The cost. Okay, I'm gonna talk to that, what's his name? Emissary later. I wanna talk to, Morrigan here. And maybe give her that gift as well.
Yes?
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely. I'd like to discuss something personal. I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Okay. Never mind. We already talked about that. I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Yes. Kiss her. We need to discuss us. What? Okay, never mind. For now. Can I see her approval rating, so to say? Morrigan, approval plus 15. You know what, Morrigan? Let me give you something. Can I? Yeah, I can.
What?
Boom.
You found Flemeth's grimoire?
Oh, this is Flemeth's grimoire.
Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own.
I know, right?
You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
Don't I even get a kiss? No, come on, what the hell? What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Okay. Right. Whoa, okay. What party approval? One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. As you improve your relationship with party members, head back to camp to speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings using the orange bar at the bottom of the character records. Right. Companions. Flemeth's grimoire. You found Flemeth's tome and gave it to Morrigan. She seems quite eager to start studying it, and Maker only knows what she'll learn from it. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Morrigan. Okay, her mother claims to be Fleming. Okay, Morrigan's critical eye is not reserved solely for others. Knowing or not, she has a simple fondness for jewelry and is very particular about her appearance. Well then, you don't say. Wait a second. Jewelry and her appearance. So... this amulet is similar to the ones worn by members of the Chantry. The carving... Nah, I don't want to give her that. No. We're not going to give her a Chantry amulet. Maybe like a silver chain. This short necklace is made of several strands of silver chain. Maybe this. Let me try it. Let me try it, though. I'm going to save it first. Because, yeah. I just want to be...
Yes?
No, not like that. Sorry, my bad. Like this, and then silver chain.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Nice. Look at that. Okay, that worked out pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy about that. Morrigan approves. Okay. Right. This guy right here, Sten.
Yes.
Sorry about this, guys, but this is just gonna be an episode where I'm gonna talk to the people in the camp. I'm not gonna talk like all the way here. I don't even know like if there is a point where the conversations will simply end or not. But let's give it a shot with Sten here. I think you should leave. No. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
Nothing.
Then
okay.
I suggest we move on.
Okay. Have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Oh my god. Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What is an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Okay. So is he like your king?
Kunari have no kings.
Right. What do you have then?
Little patience for endless questions.
Well, my friend, strap on, because I have endless questions. Did you find the answer to your question?
A portion of it.
Why would the Kunari care about the Blight?
Why do you?
Because it could destroy the world. Yeah, I'm a Grey Warden, it's my job. No, I'm gonna go with this one. No, this sounds like a weird... I'm a Grey Warden, it's my job.
Exactly. You don't ask, nor do I. The Arishok sends me and I go.
Got it. Alright. And don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Right. When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Because...
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Right. What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Do you have to be so literal?
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
You don't really like me that much, huh?
Warden, if I truly disliked you, I would leave. That I am still here, you may interpret however you choose.
Right. Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
Parshera. No.
As you wish.
Okay. Sten approves +1. Okay, so his approval, like, rating, so to say, is mind-boggling. Slow. Mind-bogglingly slow. Right. Damn, son. Okay. Maybe I should give you a great sword. Why not? And some armor, because I'm not using it, so screw it. Reinforced. Yeah, let's give you this. Let's give you this for now, because we're not using it. And Just stay like that. Alright. I'm going to pester Alistair. Ooh, wait a second. What? I can... 1 second. Max here. I can give him the Mabari War Harness. Right? And I can also give him the Caddis of the Lady of the Skies. Look at this. Right? Righty-o-ty. Okay, cool. Then... Wynne... No, Morrigan. Morrigan. Let me see. You have 2 magic plus 10 cold damage. Ooh, that is good. 3 armor, 2 spell power. Health regeneration. I think this one's better for her though. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, let's do that. Looks quite good on her, I have to say. Cool. Morrigan's robes. Yeah, right. Sten, Aiden, Alistair... No. Oh, shit. Wait a second. Sorry, my bad. This. The Acolyte's Staff. Plus 2 spell power. Her has plus 1 magic. Range 50. Okay, so this one has a... it's not... So hers is tier 3. Gotcha. Okay. We're not... Requires 20 strength. 20 strength. What? I don't get it. What? Cannot equip item on this character. Okay. Right. Heavy chainmail here. Heavy chainmail. It's the same that you have. Well, if it's the same that you have, maybe I can use it as well because I have scale armor. Wowza. Fatigue though. Holy moly. No. Okay, we're not... No. We're not equipping that yet. Maybe it's a mistake that I'm not equipping it yet, but I'm not equipping it yet. I'm just going to give it to our buddy here, just in case we will ever use him in battle. And... Right, armor and nature damage. Armor and nature damage. Wynne? No, because yours is better. Oregon? You don't have a belt, so maybe yeah. Alistair? No. So Morrigan it is. Right. Willpower, fire damage, cold resistance, -1 dexterity, no. Okay. Willpower. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, cool. Boom. Alistair. Let me just do this first.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here? Is there a headquarters somewhere? So what happens now that we're okay? Will we need to start rebuilding the order? What would happen if we just left? No. Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Okay. Will we need to start rebuilding the order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
So what happens now that it's just the 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an Archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Where's the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Okay. Cool. No more questions
About
then.
the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
You are right.
Ask away.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Very well. I'll respect your word.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Yeah, I didn't say it was small. Look, Alistair approves one. That's good. Okay, let me have a look here at the... this one. Gold rune. A small flat white stone with a gold rune carved into it. Gifts, okay. Small carved statuette. A small carving of a robed woman. The Rose of Orlais. Chantry amulet. I'm just thinking that maybe this Chantry amulet would be, I don't know, a good gift for Alistair. I don't really know. Okay. Or maybe this would be a better gift for Leliana. I'm gonna save it here and I'm gonna try to give it to Leliana. Let me see what happens if we do that. So if I go here and I go to Leliana, because she's very like, yeah, it might be a better. This amulet is similar to the ones worn by members of the Chantry. Yeah, let's give it to her. Boom!
That's a wonderful thought.
Nice.
I don't know.
Oh shit! I did. Okay, never mind. I didn't. I thought she would still speak. Right. Okay. Well, I think that was good. That was good. Plus 10. That's very good. Okay. You. Who are you?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Oh, nice. They will work together?
The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner. It would not have happened otherwise.
Dude, that's great. That's awesome. Alright, cool. So, the Circle of Magi, 5 pages for mages. We still have this, so... Okay, I need to... I'll probably return back there, right? The Mages Collective, Places of Power, right. The Blight. The Arl of Redcliffe. This is where I think we should go next. Seek the Arl Aemon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Arl Gerin, the Arl of Redcliffe. I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll go to... can I see the map now? Yes, I can. Cool. I think we should go to Redcliffe Castle. A fishing village on the shores of Lake Calenhad. Ooh, or maybe we should go to... Wait a second. Redcliffe Village first, and then Redcliffe Castle. And then we can go to... Orzammar? I don't know what this is. Denerim, Ferelden's largest city. Ban Lauren's lands. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to Redcliffe Village first, and then Redcliffe Castle. Right? I think that's what we're gonna do. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this episode here for now, and continue in the next one. We'll do this. We'll do this guy's quest, but I think I kind of want to get to level, like a higher level, man. We're still, look at this, level 8, level 9, level 8 with some of our guys. So yeah, level 8. I kind of want to go. I kind of want to get to level 10 before we try, I don't know, something else. So I just want to follow the story here. I think this is part of like a DLC or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is part of a DLC here. Levi's quest. So yeah, cool. I'll cut this one here for now, and we'll continue in the next episode. We'll go to Redcliffe Village or Redcliffe Castle. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.